Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, City Tree Sports, and a pleasure to have you live at a charge. So, look countdown to green action presented by Lunatic Designs. Apologies about the stream kind of doing whatever it wanted there. I stepped away, and apparently it was on the main iRacing screen there for a hot minute instead of doing the countdown to green like it was supposed to. So, it's okay. It's okay. We're working through some things. I'm constantly feeling like I'm working through a ton of stuff, but it is what it is. Drivers out there qualifying right now. Going to be a pretty darn good race. I'm excited to see what these drivers are going to be able to do and how much ground they're going to be able to make up after last week's Martinsville. We're going to be running Michigan International Speedway here tonight. It is week 12 here on the 2-mile length racing surface. Drivers going to run 90 laps, stage completion of lap 30, 4 sets of tires, 100% fuel, no fast repairs. And, it'll be massive. It'll be a massive track race. Weather report ready to rock and roll. It is 125 degrees on the track temperature. That is spicy. That is going to be probably, it's going to make this surface feel like it is on ice skates. But hey, it makes this car fun to drive in that regard. So, is this the series that you ran, Tom? It is not. I saw Coulter's bag, Michael's mom, who's got it going on. Thank you, dear. I appreciate you for being out there. It is Tom. This is the Chopp'N Xfinity series. This is that Saturday series that they brought a season ago, and this one has an iRating cap of, I believe, 2,400. Unless you were 2,500, somewhere around there. It's a different series, but it's a good series. It's a ton of fun. And it's been good, really good racing. Some of the best racing that Chop Shop's been able to put on has been on this Saturday night. If you want to be a part of it, discord.gg/Chop Racing. You can also find my Discord link as well. There's the hot commands or the hotkeys for StreamerBot are not working completely right now. I spent some time working on it today. I also spent some time just being able to make sure that clips and shoutouts work on Twitch. So it's the update, the 1.0 update for StreamerBot has had so many changes and some fine tunes that Windows is seeing it as a virus, and when in fact it's not. Because their certificate hasn't been updated yet, so there's some things going on there that need to be taken care of on their end, so we can have a seamless way of doing things. So it's cool though. I mean, we're good. Admin Box, Premier Racing Setups, Duff Farms LLC, all on board with us tonight here for the Chopp'N It Up Media and Podcast Xfinity series. It's cool. It's cool. It's going to be good. It's going to be a ton of fun. We do have some driver cams. We'll get to those in a moment. Let's take a look at the point standings before we get into the main heart of this one. Tyler Lemon, Kevin Winker, both with multiple wins. Blake Dudley has multiple wins as well. So it's 8th of the point standings. Joe Hudson is 4th of the point standings. RB 3rd in the point standings. Mr. Davis, I believe, had to miss last week's race, so he's got a few points he has to try to make up, and top 5 finish would be absolutely fantastic for him tonight. We'll see how that'll fare out. Stage wins, Kevin Winker, 4 stage wins on the season, and he's doing what he can to make everything happen as best as he can. That's for darn sure. So it's a very fast racetrack. It's gonna be very slick, and there's gonna be a lot of things. Brad Dove on the cutoff line of Devin Acuna has a good night. Brad Dove. He's going to be trying to play catch up there. So we'll see if Brad Duff has a good night tonight, and we'll be able to make things happen. That's the way it is. Playoffs were to begin tomorrow. That would be it. But playoffs are coming really soon for the series. Tonight, starting grid is going to be Blake Dudley and Joe Hudson on the front row. Tyler Lemon, John Hamilton are going to make up row number 2. Mark Rich and Andrew Davis going to be there, row number 3. Kevin Winker, Ed Perry, row number 4. Bossert and RB Turner, row number 5. Jerry Culver, Robert Church in row number 6. Row 7 is going to be Brad Dove and Robert Dudley. Andrew Scrittenborg is going to be out there as Coulter Jr., who's back from a little slight vacation there. Butler and Thompson are going to be there, row number 9. Row 10, Ethan Brewer and Tyler Dudley. Ron Holyfield's going to be out there with Devin Acuna. Latackett, Chris Roberge, the Robergeness. They're the 24th driver tonight, as we see 24 hit the field and have the stakes just that much more high. I tell you what, absolutely a pleasure to see these drivers get back out here and running again. Again, thank you to everybody for being out there. Thank you to the driver cams as well. Those are presented by Chop Racing. Churchy is our number one. He was an early guy getting out there with the big pythons. He is the biggest pythons in all of dang old iRacing. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get him a yellow T-shirt that says Church of Mania. That's exactly what we want to see. Robert Church doing the thing. Second driver cam tonight is going to be Mr. Dudley. That is Robert Dudley, the elder of the Dudleys out there, making things happen. RB Turner is going to be our third driver cam tonight, as RB looks to make iRacing great again, running out there with some fans like Mr. Rob Van Ness. Mr. Van Ness, thank you for the like and thank you for the chat. It says, let's go RB. Tyler Dudley, the youngest of the Dudleys out there tonight. He is our fourth driver cam tonight. Clint Hackett ready to rock and roll. And I do believe Ethan's got the final one here tonight as we look to go racing. It's going to be a ton of fun as all the drivers put up and give themselves some of the best racing you're going to see. And definitely keep your eye on the prize as Blake Dudley looks on the inside. Dudley boys on board. And yeah. How about it? How about Saturday night racing? How about NASCAR having the big one even before the first stage ends? It's pretty. So you have to take a look. I encourage you to take a look. They're absolutely fantastic. RB, thank you for the like. Joey, thank you for the like. Roberts, thank you for the like. Thank you to everybody out there watching Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Hello, Pop. How you doing? And good to see you all. I appreciate you. Let's do the thing. Pop, you're amazing. We did not sell one wax strip, so I didn't have to. My legs are safe. Green flag. Dudley up. Already into the corner. Joe Hudson, Tyler Lemon, John Hammond. Hammond to the 5.5, 94.29. 5.5 working. There's the 24 Mark Wrench and Kevin Winker. Early slide city here. Andrew Davis in tow. Tires are going to be a big factor here, especially when it comes to where the clean air is going to be able to be presented. Ed Dove off to early 5-1, very bottom side of the racetrack. Coulter Jr. up on the outside lane, second or third lane running. Drivers trying to make up some ground early because this track will get spread out. Harry Culver just there. Full send. Lap one complete. Pretty harmless right now. Blake Dudley, Tyler Lemon, Joe Hudson. Going to keep eyes on the prize for Joe Hudson here. Good momentum. 5.5 out of the corner. Good. Roll to the wall, 42. Big swing for him there. Kevin Winker. A little bit free. There to the inside of Mark Wretched. Andrew Davis there to rip that wall. He's going to try to rip it down. We'll see how well he does. The courtesy of this one, let's go to it. As the drivers are up to speed, full send. Ron Holyfield had an issue here. Just got snappy loose on him. Right rear, right front. A little bit into the corner. Driver's able to go around him. It's fine. No caution. He's going to come to pit road and take a look at it. Blake Dudley half second the lead. Mark Wretched, John Hammond. Wretched side by side. 5.5. Middle part of the lane. Resting up. Tyler Lemon back to fourth. Kevin Winker in the mix as well. Dudley rolling up to sixth. It's Robert Dudley, the 49, up 8 spots this early. Ethan Brewer maximizing what he can. How about Devin Acuna? Devin trying to catch up. There's Clint Hackett, Chris Roberge, Taylor to the field here. Working. Tomorrow, we got the Sunday Funny Series. We're going to be at Daytona. We'll be running the trucks for Daytona. And it's going to be, I think to me, it's going to be a blast. Hopefully, it's going to be a blast. Hopefully, we'll see everybody get out there and enjoy what would be a pretty phenomenal race. Kevin Winker, side by side with 29. These cars, very much aero dependent. So is the rest of the race line. Michigan, always a blast to watch, always a blast to see what these drivers can do. And on board, John Hammond side by side here. Rex on the outside of John Hammond. He's trying to utilize the old drone feature there, but you know, that didn't work. Oh, hearing those tires bark. Wretched. Third lane up. Oh, a little extra sideways there for the 89. Good to go. Outside for the 24. 24, keeping it close. Drivers have stalled out just a little bit. Kevin Winker, Tyler Lemon, Andrew Davis. Davis looking for a spot here down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Mark Retchen surging to the lead up on the outside lane. Blake Dudley back to second. Hammond trying to work on it. 8 of 90. The stage went huge for any one of the drivers. Ratchet up 4 early in the race. Robert Dudley cresting. Joe Hudson saving tire. We'll see how this one will fare out for Joe. He's really good about finding his pace when he needs to. Bosworth up on the outside. Whoa! Sideways into the wall. That'll be a caution. As Coulter Jr. unable to get slowed down on the 23. He just got sideways a little bit. And unfortunate for Coulter. First race back. Just nothing for the 23 there. Nothing for the 5 to do. The 23 just got free. Just extra sideways for Boz here. Down into the 5, bam. And try to hold on to it. Coulter unable to get himself around the corner. There's the 0-2 of RB Turner. Oh, trying to slow down, try to whoa up. He tried. First caution of the race. Mark Wretched, John Hammond, Blake Dudley. All working. Man, RB about got tangled up into that. Woo! All right. That's a... Watch your screen. Oof. Robin cheering on Tyler. Tom, loved the lap 3 tribute. Beautiful. Absolutely. Got to make sure these drivers get some love, get some showcase, get some things happening. Absolutely enjoy it. Thanks for the clip, Budgie. You're amazing. If he doesn't do a Hulk Hogan impression, you'll be disappointed. I agree. It's slippery tonight from Pop. Yes. All right. lots of things. Lots of things. Wretched, your race leader. John Hammond in second. Blake Dudley in third. Kevin Winker, Andrew Davis, your top five. Doug O'Burge, Ed Perry. Ed Perry coming off pit road. I think Ed might have been just getting something fixed on that car. Looks pretty snazzy right now. A little extra fuel. Maybe you got some, some right side damage. You never know what's going to happen with the wall. Coulter Jr. coming around, trying to get as much of that damage taken care of. Missing a hood. E-ball flag for Bosworth and Church. I hate it for him. Churchy. Just doing the thing. No fault of his own on that one. Oof. All right, lights going to be off of the pace car. Chance for stage win. Chopping It Up Medium Podcast. YouTube.com/ChopShop_TV. If you want to check them out on their video side, you want to check them out on Spotify. You can check them out as well. Richard Bartel Racing Driving Academy, part of the PRS Setups Racing shop. Make sure you check them out. And of course, and always, thank you to everybody. Oh, a little dicey, but they're good. They're good. They're fine. They're fine. Out Churchy on pit road, Holyfield out of the race as well. Mark Retchin, John Hammond, Kevin Winker now in tow. 5-5 slides up. 42 to the right of the back bumper. We'll see if Kevin Winker tries to utilize a little bit of this one. Blake Dudley, Tyler Lemon, Andrew Davis. Davis in the 33, sees the 49. And Robert Dudley down to the bottom side. 33 has a little bit of clean air there. And try to get there and keep yourself from that fifth lane. That fifth lane is dangerous. David Acuna working. 12 laps complete on this 30-lap run. Burge came in, took a little extra fuel. He might end up staying out. We'll see how that one will fare out for him. As Mark Retchin leads John Hammond by a quarter second. Hammond, very bottom side of the race line, utilizing more of what the natural racetrack is as he worked down to the back straightaway. Joe Hudson off 6 from the start of the race, saving some tire, trying to make this one work. Brad Dove came in, a little extra fuel, checking damage. At Perry, same concept. No one took tires on that on those pit stops, so we'll see who does what, and it's probably a good mindset to not have any tires taken. John Hammond, bottom side. Mark Retchin down on that third lane. 5-5, looking for clean air. They're all pushing. Little extra sideways for the 5-5. Gets a little wall tap. Is fine. Car looks good. Tony, thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you. Mr. Sanders, I hope you're having a good night. Well, on the 51st day of the marathon, 60 hours left, just under 61 hours left of our 51st day. And I thank everybody for the support. We've raised $2,058 or $2,158. And it's been basically a very humbling experience to know that you folks have done what you've done to be able to keep me going when it comes to my cancer treatment. So Hammond, very bottom side of the racetrack, out of the corner. Going to still stay clear of Kevin Winker. Hammond backing out of the throttle, trying to get all the way down to the bottom side. John Hammond to Mark Retchin. Retchin on the outside, Kevin Winker in tow. Door to door, 5-5 still there. Hammond will lead that lap by just barely. Just barely. Our correction was working. John will have to try to slide the corner here. 1 and 2 better for the 24. Hammond on corner exit. We'll see the 42 to the outside. He's going to slide back up. 42 looks to the inside. Three wide for the lead. 5-5, 42. And keep the car pointed on the bottom side of the racetrack. 55 up to the toe of the 24. 42 tried to swing for it, went nowhere. Blake Dudley will try to work back to the pole position. Tyler Lemon in 5th. Joe Hudson in 6th. But a quick catch up. 13 laps to go to the stage next time by. Don Hammond, very bottom side. Mark Rection, very good at a 1 and 2. In 1 and 2. Hammond slides back up. John needs the run to be able to get there. Oh, baby. Andrew, very bottom side of the racetrack. Something happened there. Budweiser Racing Machine missed everything. Let's go back and see what happened here. He got good. I think he just got tied off the corner. John Hammond to the lead, by the way. I think something happened to the car. He might have had something happen with his wheel. Maybe having to fix it. Hammond, Retchen. Top 2 right now. Blake Dudley. Back in tow, looking at the bottom side. Gonna find that clean air on the 42. John Hammond will make it 11 laps to go to the stage. Mark Retchen work at the high side. 42 to the bottom. Blake Dudley working. Hammond, clean air. 3/4 of a second lead over Kevin Winker. John with a little bit of clean air. Car drives a little bit different for him now. And definitely try to maximize what he can. Kevin Winker pulls a little bit of the draft, but in 3 and 4. You see a little bit more of that second lane approach. John Hammond just running very, 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 very good lap times here. Oh. The gains that they make on the straightaways, Don's able to pull just a little bit on the corners by utilizing that bottom side. Second lane up, not running all the way down to the line. And a good race line right now. A little bit of wobble out of a couple of the cars. Winker closes down a little bit more here. 10 laps to go to the stage next time by. Don Hammond doing a great job of keeping them at bay. So far, so good. The draft, very, very, very dependent here. Joe Hudson to 5th. Able to clear Mark Retchen. Andrew Davison 8th. Zach Thompson pops up 9 spots. The 11 has the 02 behind him. RB Turner still working. Robert Dudley looking ahead. Trying to maximize the car. And a good race line so far for the driver. Still working. RB, bottom side, still keeping the second lane. Good approach for him here. Off a little free up near the wall. He's good. Good settle for Zach Thompson. Pulls out, works his way forward. And we'll see RB Turner gain a spot here so far. Blake Dudley is cleared. Kevin Winker, who's gone back to 5th. There's Tyler Dudley. He is up 5 spots in 15th. The old Toyota on board. Runner, I think that's the Logitech. So the Logitech Pro and the Logitech G920 and the G29 have that blue marker on the top. So I believe that's a Logitech base. Have to look. Haven't seen. How about Clint Hackett? Clint Hackett. Got a little wall, little get out of it a little bit. 3 wide behind him. Ed Perry gaining a spot. It'll be fine. He'll be fine. And how about old Ethan? Maximum entertainment. Let's go. Ooh, hold on to it, brother. You got it. Good save. Got a little dicey on him. They're all good. John Hammond, your race leader. Blake Dudley in second. Tyler Lemon in third. Kevin Winker has worked back to fourth. Joe Hudson not giving up that fight right there. Hudson backed off the corner to save a little bit of tire. See him run that second middle lane. We see if Kevin Winker can close down back to Tyler Lemon. Blake Dudley at bay right now. John Hammond, last lap, 42.06. Blake Dudley, 41.98. So John, very comfortable where he's at. Clean air is important at a track like Michigan. We'll see what these drivers are going to have. As Glenn Hackett rolls the bottom side, clears Ed Perry. Brewer in the 7. Ooh, 35, a little free. He's good. Everybody's fine. Everybody's fine. Devin Acuna back here. How about Roe Burge? Andrew Scrodenborg is going to be, he's got about 9 seconds. He'll stay on the lead lap. 40-second lap times, 42-second lap times. Those are pretty massive. Dudley closes in about a 10th that lap. Got about 5 laps to do something with it when we get to the line. John Hammond up and out. He can save the tire and he can save the car as well as he has been. It'll be great on the long haul later on. Same as Blake Dudley. Blake Dudley, pole sitter. Suppose he got a 10th that lap. Half 10th that lap. Tyler Lemon, same concept. Kevin Winker utilizing a little third and fourth lane. A little free for the 42. With it. Barely missed it, Jerry. I know, I saw it. Man, Church, Mr. Churchy, we know. We know, sir. We know. Holy Sheehan, thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you. Put your favorite drivers on, folks. I encourage you to do so. Hammond 1.2, managing the gap. 4 laps to go to the stage. I know, Churchy. I got you. But we all have come up with an idea for a T-shirt for Mr. Church. Nana says, let's go for the 42, giving him big support for Mr. Winker. Not a bad day. The T-shirt is, we call it Church and Mania. 5-5 slides out of the corner. Blake Dudley, 42.19, his last lap. Tyler Lemon closing in his last lap, 42.43. This time a little bit better. You can tell that about 30 laps, when they get close to this 30-lap marker, they're starting to find the struggle bus, that's for sure. Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate you. Cheer on Kevin. How about hashtag signature esports nation? Yeah, that'd be good. No, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you guys get out there and root on your drivers. I really am. It makes them feel and makes them look just like the real thing. And to me, that is as important as the racing itself. A great fan base, great. How do I put it? Not just having a great fan base for the drivers, but also having a fantastic look when it comes to, familiarity. Because drivers run in this league, and they'll run in other leagues that have a higher profile. What's crazy about it is that there's no shortage of racing fans out there, regardless of who you are and where you are. So. That's pretty awesome. Lap 30 underway. White flag for the stage. John Hammond, Robert Dudley, Tyler Lemon. Joe Hudson has gotten around Kevin Winker as Kevin tries to battle back here for the top 5. Jason Nation, thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you, Mr. Church. I'm all good with it. I want you guys to be. I want you guys to have fans. I want you to be rooted for. I want you folks to feel like $1 million, which is why I continue to strive to do as much as I can. But how about John Hammond? Out of 3 and 4, we'll see a stage win here in week 12 for John Hammond. Nice and calm. Only one caution so far, and nobody tried anything different. There it is. Stage win. John Hammond, Blake Dudley, Tyler Lemon, Joe Hudson, Kevin Winker, R.B. Turner, Robert Dudley, Mark Retchen, Jerry Culver will be in 9th, and then Zach Thompson in 10th. Jerry with a good long run there at the end. Lap times matching that of the race leaders. Joe Hudson was the fastest driver on average on his work back to the front. Everybody will come around. They'll catch back up with the pace car. John Hammond gets the dang old stage win. How about it? Let's go, Hammond. Let's go. Dun, dun, dun. All right. A big let's go for the Butch Bird. So yeah, Churchy, we gotta make a Church of Mania t-shirt. Gotta figure out how to do that. Make them in tank tops. You know, the easy tear tank tops for Church. We'll try to do something with the proceeds for Church. The Church can get some good benefit out of it. All right, everybody grab your popcorn. We got 58 laps to go. In this one, when they come down pit road, they're going to get their tires or fuel. It's about to shake and bake as the Chop Shop Racing Xfinity Series goes to work. Right back. The bucket bull on it. I like it. Back at it. Green flag. John Hammond, Joe Hudson, Kevin Winker, R.B. Turner, Blake Dudley in that 5 spot. 35 of 90 underway. Good to see you all. Thank you very much for everybody being out there. I appreciate it. If you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button for me. It supports what we do. Hello, Valerie. Hello, she says to chat. Hello to everyone. I hope you're all having a wonderful evening. The NASCAR Cup Series is being absolutely crazy right now. Woo, baby. Dudley. Big swing down to the bottom side of the racetrack on corner exit. 36 of 90. The Burrs tail of the field. Looking ahead. John Hammond still quarter second. The lead just needs to manage the car. And a win here would be good momentum for him. Joe Hudson, fastest lap of the race, 40-48. Clean air, very important on this racetrack. Kevin Winker in third, 40-61. If he adjusts on how he drives this racetrack, 40-66 for John Hammond. His best lap of 40-57 was ran earlier. We'll see how it fares out. 94. Whoa, baby, 94. Pushed hard there. A little dicey in the middle of the corner. Backs up the corner. Kevin Winker there as well. Blake Dudley. Mark Retchin, R.B. Turner, Robert Dudley, and then Zach Thompson up having a really good race, as it would be. So all the craziness that would be is now not as crazy as you think. Back straightaway, looking fantastic. How about David Acuna? What a work. Sean, thank you very much for the like. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. How about the announcement for the NASCAR 25 iRacing Studios? 5-1, Andrew Scrodenboard. Oh, baby. Caution will come out. Be able to skedaddle on the pit road. So that'll be something they work on. Andrew just got free out of the corner. Just, baby. What a save, man. What a save. Just a little tinge of a dent there. He's fine. NASCAR 25. Hope everybody's doing well. We hope you're doing well. We hope you are amazing. You're getting ready to go do some things, aren't you? Andrew taking a pit stop. We'll go a lap down as the leader makes that pass. Andrew will come off pit road. Might as well get it fixed if you can. Hammond, your race leader. They'll meet up with the pace car and do the thing. Yeah, NASCAR 25. They just released the cover yesterday. It was yesterday. Or today. Either way, I saw it. And very cool. Alex Bowman, I think Blaney and Christopher Bell, all three manufacturers represented on the cover. But front and center, William Byron is the main headliner. And one of the things that's cool about that is that Willie B got a start in sim racing. Does not come from, a racing background, and has had a massive amount of success in that number 24. So that being said, he's got just as good an opportunity as any to be able to make more happen. We'll see who does what here. Only about 6 laps on the tires, so I would say that we might see some people come in, try to do something different, try to put themselves on a different strategy. But I'll say that fuel might be the strategy more than anything else. So we'll see how this one will cycle out. Kevin Winker coming to pit road. Mark Retchin, Brad Dubb on pit road. Andrew Davis, Ethan Brewer, Ed Perry, David Acuna, Christopher Burge go down to pit road as well. We'll see if anybody takes tires, and that'll be something to think about, something to manage. Tires, not really the biggest concern right now. A lot of it's going to be fuel. I didn't see the 42 go up. He had a 16-second pit stop, but I didn't see his car go up to take tires. So, oh, whoa, big blink for Kevin. Hopefully he's good. Heading to Phoenix pretty soon. Lord knows you need a vacation. Yes, you do. We all should need a vacation. Oh man. You know, one thing I've never done is I've never used my platform for the real world business, which is photography. So if you guys ever need a photographer or a videographer, you could reach out to me. A place you could buy your merch. But I wish that command worked. Budgie, how was your night, by the way? How was your weekend been? You know, you've been doing some pretty awesome things. Kevin might got about 10 or so seconds of damage fixed. He does have. Everybody should have the extra set of tires. A lot of it's about fuel. Mark Retchen came and got some damage worked on. Andrew, same concept. He looks like he's out. So 24 coming back to pit road. Maybe a little bit more to take care of. Lights are going to be off the pace car. We'll go back to be posting new Lego content soon. Love it. If you didn't know, Valerie is Bricks by Sky on TikTok. You got to check her out. Her channel is awesome. She does Lego builds and stuff like that. And if you're a kid at heart like I am, I encourage you to go check it out. Oh, man. New Lego content. Love to see. Yeah. So, yeah. $55, $94, $89, the 02, the 49, the 11. Alternate strategies working. Green flag, 8-lap difference on fuel, and Brad Dowd, one of the first drivers on that fuel cycle. Andrew Davis there to work as well. Edward Kuna, 8 spots gained. Clint Hackett up 14. Zach Thompson inside the top 6. Jerry Colvin to the bottom side, 11. Working where he can. Corner out. We'll see Michael Butler in the 22 just behind. Culver able to edge just a little bit on the back straightaway. Joe Hudson ringing for the lead here on the 5-5. 5-5 drives to the bottom side. The 94 has to get out of the gas. John Hammond out of the corner. Joe Hudson swing. I tell you what, Joe was into the corner huge. Watch this. Right here, into the corner. Down the straightaway. The 5-5 breaks early to have the crossover. And then he has to get out of the gas so much there that John just drove right on back by him. And I think there was more netcode there than anything else. John was clear on the bottom side. Watch this. Oof. I mean, they made contact after, almost after the fact, almost immediately after the fact. Yeah, John Hammond, 1.2 second lead. Dudley to the bottom side. R.B. Turner in third. Blake Dudley back in the race as well. Joe Hudson, he's fine. The tires are probably the only thing that's hurt right now. So Joe will be able to drive back to the front. Out of the corner, Blake Dudley clears the 13. Gary Culver got to make moves. Joe Hudson back over the inside. Hudson back to fifth. Chance to run the tires down. 1.4 second deficit there. So Timmy Hill racing machine of Joe Hudson. Insanity. Units, Toyota goes Chevrolet, Toyota, Chevrolet, Toyota, Chevrolet, Toyota, pop. Battling here. Oh, baby. Somebody get a little bit free up there. It looked like Jerry Culver. The run at Blake Dudley. Look into the corner. RB Turner up on the outside lane. Robert Dudley out of the corner. Don Hammond 1.7 second lead. RB Turner battles back. RB Turner into the corner. Robert Dudley want to try to swing. Oh, no. Jerry Culver into somebody. That's Blake Dudley back there. Oh, no. Clint Hackett. Now Devin Acuna. Get all wrapped up. Blake Dudley. 13 just got right to the back bumper. Again, when I talk about netcode, this might be a slight instance of it. Let me do the thing. Let me back up just a touch more. Oh, excuse me. Yep. Let's watch the run here. Setting it up, folks. So I kind of want to watch this section of the car right there. Blake makes the run, and then just a touch. Kind of have to look here. As Jerry goes to get out of the corner. Yeah, I mean, close enough to call it an issue. Jerry trying to get out of the throttle. You can see the flames out of the car. Man, the big ouch. Everybody coming to pit road. John Hammond staying out. Everybody coming in for a whole different cycle. That was a big ouch. What's up, Nate? Being the Toxic Toyota over this? Yeah, I mean, you know. Well, everybody comes to pit road and John stays out. I mean, it would be that kind of race, wouldn't it? All right, let's see what happens here. He modded Penguin's first stream, did Marley's all afternoon, and kept an eye on Penguin's second stream. Yeah, our stream was pretty good today. I jumped around on games, just trying to enjoy some things. Davis took fuel. Brad Dove took fuel. Zach Thompson took fuel. Tyler Dudley took fuel. Robert Dudley took tires. RB Turner took tires. I mean, we got tires throughout. Blake Dudley, Mark Retchen back on pit road. He was without a front bumper. He's got to beat ball just like Blake Dudley. Ethan Brewer coming around. See Jerry Culver. About 10 seconds of damage fixed on his car. Devin Acuna looks to be out of the race. Unfortunate. All right, John Hammond, Andrew Davis, Zach Thompson. We'll see what is up with all of this. I mean, anything can happen. All right, we're going to go back to it. Fourth caution of the race. 3 for incident, 1 for stage. John Hammond with the stage win. And Hammond had a pretty significant lead there. But definitely no understatement for any one of these drivers. Mark, I see it, brother. Race over. Have a good night. You have a blessed night as well, my friend. Did you see what was going on with American Ethanol, the shootout? I just have to ask. There's multiple styles of racing happening today, and one of those being that we have the Coke 0400 going on with NASCAR, and this is the Lake of the Ozarks shootout weekend. Normally, I would be out there taking photos and doing my thing that I do, but some things are keeping me from doing that. Namely, is that timer on the bottom right-hand side of your screen. All right, we're green. Good restart for John Hammond. Back up into the green they go. Let's do the thing. Robert Dudley sending it 3 wide. Trying to clear 15 to the 11. So new tires are going to take off really quick here. Brad Dove in tow. We're seeing big swings as the 94 of Joe Hudson brings it down to the bottom side as well. Tyler Dudley down to the bottom. 94 rolling. 02 of RB Turner. RB has to get the tires warmed up. A lot of drivers. If you push too hard, too early in this car, you're going to see exactly what you're seeing. 29 of Tyler Lemon, very bottom side of the racetrack. 3 wide. This will be a straight line into the corner for the 94. Not 94, the 29. Tyler Lemon will have to slide up here, or try to slide up, and be able to be good. Tyler Dudley dropping back here. The 22 of Michael Butler making the pass on the inside. Will Burr, same concept. Clint Hackett up there as well. Kevin Winker into the field, trying to work. John Hammond, 16th of a second difference here. Davis to clear Brad Dove. Tyler Dudley dropping. Stabbing of Ethan Brewer down to the bottom. 35. Ved Perry up into the mix. RB. Spot gain. Trying to work to the 22. 53 of 90. Davis came out at 48 for fuel. Burge working as well. Drivers are still going to have to pit for fuel. 42 laps around this racetrack is still a lot to ask. For a lot of the drivers, 40 laps when they go back to green. So that's right on the edge. So we'll have to see what John Hamlin's going to be able to do here. And if anybody's going to say, Blake Dudley on pit road, trying to get as many repairs done as possible. Tyler Dudley at the tail end of the field. Jerry Coleman off 4. Clint Hackett up 9. Burge up 12. And Ethan Brewer just ahead. Gomer, you're out. I know, I saw it, Blake. I know, I saw it. You'll enjoy the stream? That's right. That's exactly right. Enjoy, folks. Enjoy. Hammond 1.2 second lead over Andrew Davis, Brad Dove, Robert Dudley, Tyler Lemon, Sokin, Davis, a little free right there. Quarter exit is fine. Now 2/10 of a second difference here. Now the newer tires are going to start playing a big factor here. Clean air is important for John Hammond, who has a very significant lead. But when the tires start to level off, you'll start to see who's going to have a little bit more grip. And really, they've had a couple of cautions in succession, so the tires should be okay for Hammond to be able to make something happen here. So we'll see Andrew Davis, Robert Dudley, Brad Dove, 9 spots gained. Stage win for John Hammond, of course. Trying to find and send where they can The Chopp'N Xfinity Series, 34 laps to go at the line. 1.5 second difference here for Andrew Davis. Robert Dudley clears a little bit. Kevin Winker on the move. Zach Thompson on the outside. Challenge for the drivers. Keeping the line. Roberge just ran his fastest lap of the race, 41.14. Getting a touch faster. Into the corner, drops down. Second lane, rolling. Let's throttle back up. Brewer. Thompson side by side back there. Back straightaway, everything that you want it to be. The 7's going to clear the 11. Tyler Lemon clears the 25. Now Tyler Lemon, 2.25, trying to close in. The racetrack where the tires get eaten alive. 2-mile length racing surface will put these drivers very close. As Andrew Davis goes to the outside, Tyler Lemon will make the pass on the inside. Here comes the 94 of Joe Hudson. Hudson working. Maximum effort, folks. That's exactly what you want to see. Maximum effort. Right now, the 94, the head of steam. 25, Brad Duff falling off just a little bit. RB Turner, that 7th spot, trying to get clear of the 25. 33 in the wall. Roberge, Kevin Winker. Just like that, the tires just go, ouch. Hammond, 41.57, his last lap. Robert Dudley at 41.59. Kevin Winker, fastest driver out there right now. His last lap, 41.11. So a little bit of saving goes a long way. And we'll see what Kevin Winker can do here. Got a lot of ground to make up in 8th. 3.14 to get to the lead. But 2.15 to the newest tires and fuel. Cycle would be 42 laps. I believe that might be just a touch long when it comes to what the race line is going to be. But right now, everybody doing the thing. That's still working. But the marathon is not working and the other one is not working. Okay, all right. So a couple of buttons still working. Tyler Lemon is second. Joe Hudson back in tow. RB Turner is going to be in fourth. Robert Dudley pushing hard here. Last lap for John Hammond, 41.72, 41.73 for Tyler Lemon. Kevin Winker in 5th. We'll see Dudley cross back over. RB Turner going to press hard here. RB's a great driver. He's just trying to find his way into one of these green flag runs that goes his way. Oh, Kevin Winker washes up the race line. 0-2. Great job. 49 crosses back over. Kevin Winker battles back, though. Chris Roberge up 17 spots. As Michael Butler back to the inside. Brad Duff back to 9th. John Hammond still with a 2.2 second lead over Tyler Lemon. You got to remember, Tyler's racing the drivers behind him. John is still going to have to come to pit road. 5-5 will have to pit before everybody else. And has a 16-lap deficit, even with the cautions. So we'll see what that marker is going to be for him. He last came out on 32. All great things, folks. All right, John, 42.25 last time by. How about RB Turner? 29 to the 94. 94 a little free. 02 still wrapping the bottom of the racetrack. Little side draft from the 02. Kevin Winker back into the mix again. Goes Roberge and Robert Dudley. As RB Turner travels the corner. RB, bottom side, 1 3/4. Tyler Lemon. The 94 of Joe Hudson. Sideways a little bit out of the corner. A little slideways. We're good. We're rolling. It's an up and clear. Kevin Winker. With the gearbox, sees Robert Dudley up on the outside. And here the tires barking. They're going, help, help, help. .9 Culver leaving pit lane. Get on 63. Will be fine for fuel as we speak. Hammond looking behind to RB Turner. 1.5 the gap. Tyler Lemon 1.9. As Joe Hudson looks to try to make it clear here. Oh, Joe Hudson free off the corner. Pushing as hard as he can. 25 laps to go from presented by Admin Box. John Hammond, 1.3 the gap. Maybe hoping for, I don't know if he's hoping for a caution. He's hoping for something. RB Turner in second. Tyler Lemon in third. Kevin Winker in fourth. Robert Dudley in fifth. Makes me wonder if the driver's going to be fine on fuel. Those extra pace laps. I'm kind of just doing the math in my head. Ramala, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. 1.1 the gap. The tire difference starting to show up. 42.25. RB Turner 42 flat. Kevin Winker 42.08. Robert Dudley just behind. Joe Hudson having to manage as well. Roberge trying to track down another spot. Michael Butler up 9 and 8th. Brad Dove into that 9th spot. Ed Perry in 10th. Ethan Brewer, Andrew Davis. Then Clint Hackett. Challenging night. Thank you everybody for following out there on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. We're live on all three platforms, and we appreciate everybody. Oh, Hammond, a little free right there. Getting to the edge of that marker when it comes to those tires, and now a second the gap. Blake Dudley. So watch it on pit road. Watch it in chat. We appreciate, of course. Hammond, extra sideways out of the corner. 3/4 of a second. Well, RB Turner, Tyler Lemon, half second back from there. Oh, baby, somebody's all the way back here. That was Mr. Butler off the corner. Butler into the corner. Brad Dove on the outside. Butler. Sent up and in. He's good. Michael Butler came in, took tires on that last pit stop. Ed Perry into the works as well. Brad Dove on the same cycle as a lot of the other drivers. John Hammond, the lone wolf here, extra sideways out of the corner. You see him slide around. B is caught. All right, RB to the lead, 5-5 in tow. And then the 29 now in the mix. Tyler Lemon there, Kevin Winker there as well. RB Turner needing what he can, 20 laps to go. 55, try to run the race line. Oh, baby. Tyler Lemon have to mash the gas. 5-5 up and out of the corner. 29 giving a lot of room. John Hammond going back a few spots, still not holding on for fuel. The advantage on the tires now starting to show up. We'll see how it's going to work. Joe Hudson closing back in. So is the 49 of Robert Dudley. Roberge up 17. Brad Dove up 5. Ed Perry off the spot but working forward. Michael Butler, same concept. John Hammond still battling here side by side with Tyler Lemon. That outside lane going up for these two drivers. Kevin Winker still making it happen. Kevin Winker looking to the bottom. 3 wide. Into the corner. John Hammond still on the outside lane. The battle here. There were a few laps to look at. 29 back to the inside. 5-5 way up the race line. Still able to hold on. As RB Turner tries to pull the race line away. John Hammond trying to work back to the corner. John doing all he can to keep this 2-miler at bay. RB Turner leading some laps. Here comes Joe Hudson inside the top 5. The field is stacked back up. Hammond there to draft. Trying to manage the fuel mileage, try to manage the cycle. Hammond looking. And RB Turner holding on to what he has. RB, your leader. Hammond working the corner. Still working the race line down to the bottom side. John Hammond goes. Drive off for the 5-5. Try to maximize the race line up on the outside lane. Hammond looking. Not going too, not peeking too far there. And Tyler Lemon, Kevin Winker working. Kevin Winker way up on the race line. Tyler Lemon corner out's going to be just fine. 5-5. Hold the race line. Did what he could. And now RB Turner trying to stretch his line away. 42 to the 29. Going to find a slingshot into the corner. 55, third lane. Kevin Winker trying to close it down. 29 corner exit. Trying to slide up, will slide up. 42. Almost having to work counterintuitively for what this race line is going to be. As John Hammond drops in, 16 laps to go. This will be that marker for all the drivers. That is your difference on fuel right there for these drivers. Tyler Lemon now to the inside. Going to make that pass. RB Turner, still your race leader. Chance to work. Hammond, Winker, Hammond. Third lane, able to battle back. Hammond up near the wall. Good race going on here. This is some good racing, folks. This Xfinity Series has been pretty massive. It's really showed up here. He really delivered. Hammond to Kevin Winker. Kevin Winker almost parking it where he needs to. Tyler Lemon trying to have the drive off here. John Hammond all the way down to the white line. About as good as a race as you can ask for, and this is just for second. 5-5 to the 29 of the 42. 42 will have the right rear quarter panel of the 29 here on the back straightaway. 29 cleared up. Joe Hudson looked to the inside, almost had it. Had a peek, and that's for darn sure. John Hammond all the way to the bottom side of the racetrack. Corner out, 14 laps to go. Hammond now. A lot of battle for it. 13 laps to go. Kevin Winker, Tyler Lemon. Here comes Joe Hudson. Hudson, middle part of the race line. Working back to the corner. 94 cleared up. 29 back to the inside. Joe Hudson trying to make it work. John Hammond for the back bumper of RB Turner once again. Hudson, Tyler Lemon, good battle. Hudson up on the outside lane. 0.2 of a second difference here for RB Turner and John Hammond. 12 laps to go here in a nail biter when it comes to everything you could ask for. Thought fuel might be the biggest concern here, and it still could be. We're racing far from over. RB managing the gap. The tire difference, 16 laps, but the lap times have leveled off. As RB with clean air, 42.58, still a 0.2 of a second difference. John Hammond having to run a different line here to put some clean air on the nose. Corner exit for John. Up and out. It's going to have a run. Whoa, Joe Hudson swings on corner exit. We saw a lot of that so far. John Hammond to the bottom side. Ripping the bottom side here. Crazy. Oh, baby, RB. John Hammond side by side. RB to try to side draft John Hammond. Gotta watch it though. The net code is gonna be huge. Hammond to use the natural line back out front. Saved what he could as RB Turner out of the corner. And now RB with a run on John Hammond. Ten laps to go. John Hammond to the bottom side. RB sending on the outside. I believe Hammond might have to clutch in here. 10 laps to go. We'll come to pit road. Wiggles it down. RB Turner to the lead. Tyler Lemon in second. Kevin Winker in third. RB Turner has fought valiantly to keep the race line and is trying to do the same thing out of the corner. RB Turner deserving of a win. Has had a great series. Now down, wrapping the border of that third lane. Pushing up. Tyler Lemon trying to close the distance on corner exit. RB trying to hold on. As Tyler Lemon goes to try to shoot for the lead. RB Turner trying to battle back here. Needs to battle into the corner. Good third and fourth lane for RB Turner. 8 laps to go. John Hammond. Tires and fuel back on the lead lap. Still trying to work. Most laps led. Stage win. Good night for John Hammond. But the strategy a whole lot different. 0-2 sideways out of the corner. Oh! Tyler Lemon through the grass. Joe Hudson in tow. Kevin Winker. This race just got interesting again. RB Turner still sending the outside lane. It's going to get tied up near the wall. Has to work as Joe Hudson goes back to the lead. RB got free on Tyler Lemon there. And a little snap out of the corner. Tyler Lemon back to 12th. And he's got to come to pit road. He's got to, actually, doesn't have to come to pit road. He's got to Very tough race car right now. Joe Hudson to the corner. Here comes RB Turner, and again, lap traffic. That's Jerry Culver. Trying to get his lap back here. RB Turner still in tow of the 94. 94 free just a little bit there. RB Turner carrying the corner. Jerry Culver going to search to the inside. And right now, that race more than influenced right now. 0-2 to the 13. 13 washing up here. As now RB has to battle again. John Hammond, fastest lap of the race, so he's knocking things down. Joe Hudson, half second the gap. RB Turner working to the bottom side of the racetrack. 13 on the outside. 42 second lane, 0-2, 13. 42 is going to have the lane. 13, the 0-2 has to slide up here and try to get that lane. Because right now, the race line being dictated as Joe Hudson steps away. RB Turner going to find his way back on the lead lap. Wall tap for the 42. 0-2 up to the toe. And here comes Robert Dudley. Kevin Winker doing a phenomenal job of managing Joe Hudson. An even better job on a soak up for a win. John Hammond closing in on Tyler Lemon. Lap time, the lap difference here is just massive. 4 laps to go. Jerry Culver up in the mix, trying to get back on the lead lap. But caution were to come out. Does not want to be the lucky dog. Wants to be on the lead lap. Wants to restart with everybody. But there's 3 laps to go. Jerry Culver to the outside of the 94. Going to have the line. 94, very bottom side. 0-2 outside. Will be able to pull the draft. 49. Wings on corner exit all the way down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Kevin Winker, sigh of a breath of fresh air there for a moment. Joe Hudson still has the 13 to the outside. Here comes RB Turner. Big swing again for RB. Trying to work. 13 still there. Crosses over down to the bottom. 13 trying to get back on the lead lap. 2 laps to go. RB Turner behind Joe Hudson. Down to the bottom side again. RB Turner out of the corner. 94 up on the outside. 0-2, 42, 94. Battle for the lead still between 3. Oh-2 to back up the corner. 42 to try to send the outside lane. 94 to the bottom. 13 up into the wall just a little bit there. He's fine. And as it would be, side by side for the 94 and the 13. White flag waves. Final lap. RB Turner, Joe Hudson, the battle for the lead. Kevin Winker in tow. Kevin Winker trying to get one more out of it, but RB Turner out of the corner trying to push as hard as he can. 13 to try to knock down the door. Joe Hudson can skedaddle right now. Can RB hold on to second? The 42 trying to send that bottom side. 0-2 working. Thompson out of the corner. RB sideways. It's all right. Top 3 night. Joe Hudson, though, starts on pole, finishes where he started. Joe Hudson, starts outside pole and wins the race. And what was a very, very, very entertaining race. Kevin Winker will be second. RB Turner third. Robert Dudley, Chris Roberge, Brad Dove, Ed Perry, Michael Butler, Clint Hackett, Andrew Davis having a battle of his own. He finishes in 10th. John Hammond makes it back to 11th, which is insane. Zach Thompson right here, end of the race. I think the tire might have blown out on him. He finishes the race. John Hammond will finish 11th. So not a bad night. A net positive. It's almost like a win. Joe Hudson getting the victory here tonight. And it works. Joe Hudson, Kevin Winker, R.B. Turner, Robert Dudley, Chris Roberge. That'll be your top 5. Roberge, your hard charger, 19 spots. That battle for the lead was such an entertaining battle all race long. Incredible. Brad Dove, Ed Perry, Michael Butler, Clyde Hackett, Andrew Davis, your top 10. Hammond, Brewer, Lemon, Dudley, Jerry Culver, your top 15. Zach Thompson, Mark Retchen, Blake Dudley, David Acuda, Andrew Scrodenborg, your top 20. Top 15 through Culver, and then top 20 through Scrodenborg. And then Coulter Jr., Bosworth, Church, Ron Holyfield, the top 24. That's awesome. It was awesome. It was a good race. Great race. What a race. What a race. A good race. I don't even how not to say anything bad. You can't say anything bad about it. It was a great race. Fantastic race. In a battle of the ages.
Oh damn, there goes the channel. Trucking Crazy Outlaw just raided with 1 odd ones.
Thank you, Don, for bringing everybody over. I appreciate you. There's the man behind. For the pit stop, appreciate you. That is the man behind the scenes of your Victory Lane Duff Farm LLC. It is insane. Let's talk to him. Joe Hudson's going to be your race winner tonight as a great battle. This car was unbelievably slick and loose, and but just for me, it makes it that much more fun to drive. It can be frustrating at times, but congratulations, man! This was fun one to call.
Yeah, it was a fun one to race. Chop is a outstanding league. I mean, it's from top to bottom. It's just a great league. Their formats, every way the laps, everything about it is really great. The tire sets, bunch of great drivers. It was a lot of fun. What's really interesting to me, and of course it's helping us all, is like this is the entry level where there's a cap of 2,400. And we were racing at the hottest temperatures. I raced last night in the Cup Series at California, and it was like 80-degree track temp. So there's a lot more grip. And here we're at 130, and you got the guys with less experience, and what we had 2 cautions maybe. So great job to the whole field. Everybody at Chop Shop, all these guys need to be proud. They did a great job.
Whole thing was it was insane. It was just watching drivers have to set up. I know Jerry at the end was trying to just get back on the lead laps. That's all he was trying to do, and it made for some interesting racing there. But to everybody trying to be, with everybody on the level that they are, and just the way the track was racing, the cars were racing. It seemed like everybody was fighting the same battle, and I could not. I couldn't get away from everybody trying to take over the lead. It was insane.
Yeah, you just have to try to save your tires. You didn't really use the right front. Normally you use the right front up, but here you were burning the rears off, so you were just having to really be gentle and try to get off the corner without sliding the tire. And whoever was able to have a little bit of tire left at the end was going to be good. We were asking a lot. I think we asked like 42 laps on that last. That was a lot to ask out of the right rear, and you get sideways a couple of times, and that right rear gets kind of mad. And as far as the 13 car there, I mean, everybody pays their money to join the server, be in the league. They race you how they want, but we had a pretty good battle for the lead up there, and nothing for that car to gain other than to get up there and mess our race up. So would have liked to seen a little bit more etiquette, but everybody pays their money. They race whichever way they see fit. But a lot of guys remember how you race, and I know personally I try to race people the way they raced me, and that one's going to go in the memory bank because that wasn't very cool.
Yeah, the way that I had looked at it, the way I considered it is that if he gets back on the lead lap right there, what he can do is if a caution were to come out in the last 4 laps, he's racing for a win, right? Instead of starting the tail end of the longest line with lap down cars. That was my mindset behind it. That was my judgment on it. That's the way I called it, at least. So, but outside of that, there's just a lot of racing.
Oh no, man, you call it any way you want it. I promise you, if you were behind the wheel, sawing the steering wheel back and forth, you would see it a little different. But
Oh,
it all worked out. It all worked out. So I mean, I try not to gripe too much because we're all, if we were professionals, we'd be in Daytona tonight getting paid big bucks. But we're on here just having a good time. So it all worked out. It was just a little bit, just a little frustrating.
well, I will tell you this much: you guys are having a much better night than what the Cup Series is having. I can tell you that. Last I checked, at least, I haven't seen anything since like lap 12 or 12 to go on the stage when there was a big wreck. So, but I don't know what's going on with it. Not even remotely looking. That's for darn sure. But Joe, congratulations on the victory here tonight. That was an absolute blast to watch. And I mean, great run, man. We're gonna see. I think Iowa's next, and then we're just gonna keep pushing ahead, man. You get another win. This was fun. Give me shout outs.
Oh, thank you for the broadcast. Like I said, I go back and watch the broadcast. You guys do great. All the sponsors, chopping it up, Dove Farms for the pole awards, and uh, again, I'm not bitter. I hate to sound, I don't want to come across as unhappy. It's we all do this for fun, um, and this is a great league with a great bunch of drivers. You get up there and race with Kevin and Tyler and the Dudleys. They're gonna race you clean. They're gonna race you hard, but they're gonna race you fair, and that's all you can really ask for. And just thanks to, we'll try it again next week.
It's gonna be flat. It's gonna be flat, fast, and flat slick. I'm sure next week. Iowa's definitely a handful in this car. Joe, much love, brother. I appreciate you as always. Fantastic race. This was awesome to watch.
Yes, sir. Have a great night.
You too. Joe Hudson, your victor tonight. We'll talk to Kevin Winker, who comes home P2. Man, oh man, the car, same concept, same bat channel, keeping it close. We got you guys made this thing more fun than not, man. This was this was such a fun race. Talk to me, man. P2 tonight.
Yeah, that was a wild race. You really had to seesaw the wheel and just keep that thing straight. I mean, a couple times I almost lost it, and it was all just about keeping that thing pointing straight. But yeah, qualified 7th. I think I got 4th or 5th in the stage, and then came in, got tires, and then we run around their top 5. And then the caution came out right on the verge of making out fuel. So I came in top of one to go, and I was good to go there all the way to the end until I think the 89, and somebody got into it and huge wreck, and that kind of threw that out the window. And I was at the back, so then I came and got tires, and just a lot of those guys didn't, which surprised me because there was like 40 some laps to go. I figured they had 2 sets left. I figured they'd burn one, but then it just went green after that. So I think tires are obviously paid off. And then Hammond had to pit, which I hate that for him. He had a strong car. He should have won this race. He dominated that. But yeah, I mean, just a solid points night for the 42 machine. Nothing crazy. Didn't even lead a lap. Nothing. Just was there all night. Brought home P2. I see Tyler had some issues there late in the race, which sucks for him. I feel bad for him, but kind of closed that points gap with him having that. So got 2 races left. I don't know if I can close it, but we're gonna try to do it. I know next week we go to Iowa, and I love that place. We had a hell of a battle there last season, me and Tyler. So looking forward to that. And yeah, it was just like I say, it was just a great race, and just you had to manage those rear tires. Otherwise, if you weren't, you were in trouble. So yeah, just we'll go on to Iowa next week and see if we can get it back in victory lane.
This car, just, I mean, hot temperatures. This thing looked like it might have been a handful, but for me, a slick race car being a fast race car is that's the basic concept of all that we like to say as sim drivers, right? But I tell you what, it looked like when you could get runs and the car like would hook up the right way. It was just back and forth. It had to be fun to just be maybe frustrating at times too, but to be back and forth with all these drivers, everybody making passes. I mean, it's kind of like stock car racing was actually back tonight.
Yeah, I mean, at one point, late in the run, Lemon told me to go because he said I was holding him up. Well, then I passed, and like 2 laps later, he passed me. I was like, it's just back and forth, like you said. I mean, one lap your car would be excellent. The next lap your car would be on edge. So, that was just the name of the game tonight. Was that, and there was a lot of passing. A lot of three wide. I know the restarts were pretty chaotic here, but for the most part, we kept it clean. And yeah, I mean, I'm sure there was great battles all throughout the field. I mean, I could see in my mirror there was cars slipping and sliding and stuff. So I'm sure it was a great one to broadcast tonight.
Yeah. This one makes me. This series just makes me excited for sim racing. It really does. It's an absolute. Each week is different, and each week is if we go from last week at Martinsville to what was seemingly a very clean race, and to get yourself set up for two races to go into the playoffs, and just watching where drivers are at right now. It's kind of massive because we've got drivers that are points apart on the tail end of this one. So you're looking for a championship and looking for a regular season championship. Other drivers are looking to race their way in for another spot.
Yeah, that's kind of the good thing with me pretty much being locked in. I can kind of go out and gamble like I was trying that field mileage tonight. But those other guys, I don't envy them. I've been in that spot doing 1 point here, 2 point there, and that is stressful because not only are you racing your own race, if some guy wrecks in front of you or whatever. I mean, it's just that is stressful. So it's nice, being locked in and going out and trying to see if you can get more playoff points or whatever. So I definitely feel those guys, and it's gonna be an interesting battle here with the next two tracks. I know Iowa will chew up the right front pretty good, so that would be kind of a tire management race, and then Las Vegas, you just never know with the draft in there. So it's going to be a 2 wild race here for to the playoffs here.
Gonna be a ton of fun to watch. Kevin, give me shout outs, man. Congratulations on P2. Phenomenal race. Thought you were making a charge at the end. That was awesome.
Yeah, I was trying to save anything for the 94, but yeah, shout out to Bruce Milberger Custom Homes, coming on board and sponsoring me in all my leagues. I know he's watching tonight, so shout out to you, Bruce. Can't thank you enough for coming on and support me. So thanks again. All Winker Nation, Shauna, Amanda, Haley, Jessica, Brandon, Justin, Brett, Nicole, Dylan, Albert Anderson, all them guys that come out every night and support me. I can't thank them enough. I know it helps you on the stream, and then it also just motivates me a little bit more each race, try to go out there and improve myself. So shout out to those guys every night. Nate Cogdo at a Sonic Graphic Design for the paints. If you need any paint stickers, deck, or designs, any of that stuff, you can check them out. Sonic Graphic Design. All the series sponsors, Chopp'N It Up podcast, sorry, and then Dove LLC Pole Award, and all the other guys, all the league admins that put this on. I know it's a lot of work to do that, so props to them. Props to the top three. Joe ran an amazing race. I didn't even know he was really coming there till he passed us when me, Lemon, and RB all got into it, and here comes the 94 by all of us. I said, oh, there he goes. So props to him for getting another win. I know he's kind of had up and down season. Then RB, he's kind of the quiet guy. You really don't hear about him, so it's nice to see him get on the podium here. And then you, as always, man, we appreciate broadcast, and I love going back and watching it.
Brother, I tell you what, RB, we call him the tire whisperer. If he could stop getting involved in things, he'd be up there a lot more. And it's not him. It's landing in his lap. He saves his tires and just tries to quietly move his way forward. So, I know that he doesn't get as many podiums as probably it should be reflected, but the man has got some talent. He whoops us on Sundays, that's for sure. So keep your eye on RB. He's a ton of fun.
All right, man, we'll do. But yeah, man, have a good night, and we'll catch you next Saturday.
Yes, sir. You go enjoy. Good luck in your races this week.
Thank you.
It's Kevin Winker coming on P2 tonight. Last but not least, and the reason why I like driver cam so much is getting able to bring people up and talk to them, and you get to see their faces and see them smile. How about that? A P3 finish tonight. I was just talking to Kevin, and I was telling him that we all call you the tire whisperer, and you look for the long green flag runs, you look for the advantage that you can get on some things, and if it weren't for just some discombobulations whenever John had to come to pit road, it might have been a cleaner P2 for you, maybe able to hold on to the lead. But man, oh man, what a race! Leading laps, battled. You did everything. You did everything that you could and everything right. But it's so hard to save tire when you're leading.
Yeah, it's very hard when you're leading. I mean, you have nothing to go off of. You can just follow everybody else when you're not leading, and they're probably using more than you are. So, but yeah, I feel like I did almost everything right. I got loose coming out of 4 and one of those laps, and I got into Lemon, and I feel just horrible about it. Usually I'm better than that, but I don't know. When another car got beside me in turn 3 and 4, my car was just I don't know if it was in my head or what, but it just seemed like it just got so loose, more loose than what it normally was. I mean, it was loose around the whole racetrack, but when somebody was beside me in 3 and 4, I mean, it was just stupid loose, and I just lost it a little bit too much, and I got into Lemon, and I feel for. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I mean that was my next comment on what to say and what to do, but racing happens, and there's more times than not, and I was just saying this to Kevin, that that happens to you. So, it's okay. The racing mistakes happen. You were able to keep it going straight, and you still finish on the podium by a great margin. I mean, Mr. Dudley was 1.7 back from here. That's and whenever all this started happening, and I'm looking at the relative change for me here. He finishes almost exactly a second behind you. So you had some time to play with, and you had a lot to manage, especially over the course of the race. Whenever you got ahead of John, were you surprised to see him be right there until the very until 10 laps to go?
Yeah, when he pitted, I did not expect it. When I got by him, I figured he probably would just fall back, but I don't know. He probably backed off just enough to maybe, I don't know, cool his tires down maybe a little bit. But yeah, he came right back up, and I was surprised.
Yeah, he was just a little short on fuel, and I hate that for him, but he was probably thinking, and I was probably thinking too, that there might be one more caution. New tires were very dangerous on this racetrack, and then next thing you know, I'm watching it go green, and I'm like, man, I think everybody else is good now. Just kind of running the calculations in my head, because this is a big track, 2 miles, and I mean you're out of the gas as much as you're in the gas, in the corner. So like there's so much play that happens on the car. The fuel mileage can be just finicky depending on the setup too. So I was like, man, but maximum day. You take maximum points and maximum day. You had a great stage. You had everything go right today that you needed to, and then now we're gonna kick this one away and go to a smaller version of this track.
I like Iowa. I think well, they redid it. I don't think I've ran these cars there since they redid it. But yeah, I think last year I led some laps there too. I think actually I remember very well. It was pretty much between me and Dudley, and then a caution came out, and then Tony Sanders showed up and won the thing. So
Yeah.
I remember that race. But yeah, it should it should be a good race too. Like I said, I haven't ran these cars since the redo, but I'm looking forward to it.
You and Mr. Hudson, I know Mr. Hudson just got the win. You guys have a very close battle for third place. Even with this win, which would be his second win, you're showing up. You're taking a P3. You're probably going to be a point or two behind him when it comes to where the points are going to be for third, which is good because you're going to be trying to maximize what your standings going to be getting into the playoffs. Bonus points are pretty massive for these drivers, and I think that's one thing you need right now. You need some playoff points, and you got 2 tracks to be able to try to manage some, because I mean you'd have to miss both races to not be in the playoffs right now.
Yeah, that's not going to happen unless something really wrong happens in my life that'll keep me from racing. I will be there, absolutely. So they can count on seeing me, and I'll be in the playoffs. I don't think I had a lot of bonus points last year neither, and I think I missed the championship, but just barely. And so I mean, we'll see how it works out. I mean, I'm not out of it. So I'm
No.
one of those guys. I'm one of those guys that'll, I'll hang in there and I'll see what happens. You never know what's going to happen. Kind of like Daytona last night. I was sitting, 25th 1 minute, and the next minute I was 5th when Netco took me out. But
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, you never know what's going to happen, and I'll stick with it.
And then we begin the. I mean, it's at least a championship race between the final 8. So
Yeah, that'll be an auto club too.
Yeah,
Auto club too.
that's interesting.
That will be interesting. I'm a fan of Auto Club. It's kind of like this place, except it's not as loose, so a little more grip. So should be a ton of fun. I can't wait.
I think it's going to be a blast. All right, RB, give you shout outs, man. P3 finished tonight. It's fun.
Thank you. Well, shout out to I gotta think. I haven't done this in a while, so it's been a minute. Mom and Dad out there watching. All my LPA teammates, Russ and Jeremy, and Mr. Van Ness, I'm sure is out there. Dan DePaulo. Shout out to Kevin and Joe for running a good race, and I have a new partner with Zenny.com for glasses. If you want some cheap glasses, check out Zenny.com. Well, shout out to the league and all the admins, and thank you to you for everything that you do.
It's my pleasure. Y'all need glasses, Zenny.com. There you go. I mean,
that's where mine came from.
There you go. And those are stylish. If you want to look as good as RB Turner, there you go. What it is, folks. You got to do it. All right. You have yourself a good night. We'll see you tomorrow for shenanigans.
Yes, sir. I'll be there.
All right, brother. That is RB Turner coming on P3 tonight, and a fantastic race by that man. It was a good night for it all. Christopher Bears, the Burgersness. My friend, the nicest Canadian. He is P5 tonight. Joe Hudson is your race winner. Most laps led, John Hammond. Fastest lap of the race, John Hammond. Stage winner, John Hammond. It's insane. It was insane to watch. Blake Dudley was your pole sitter tonight, out early, but a lot to be said. Mr. Dudley says, nice job, RB and Kevin. I think everybody had a pretty fantastic. I think everybody did phenomenal tonight. This Saturday night series is flipping incredible. It is absolutely a blast. And if it weren't for the fact that the drivers are going to just make common mistakes and have cautions, this thing would run green all the time. So and everything's competitive. Everything is down the line. right at each other, and it's been a great season. Cautions are going to happen. That's why I wasn't upset about Martinsville last week. I go into Martinsville thinking we're going to have cautions. Let's just keep going. I go into draft tracks thinking the same thing. But if I go into a track like this and I see the racing that we had tonight, this was not an easy car to drive tonight. So to think that a capped league had such good racing is incredible. So and that goes to show just what kind of racing you can get. So if you want to be a part of it, discord.gg/Chop Racing. And check them out. And thank you to Butchie. Thank you to everybody for being out there. Twitch, I'm going to leave you for just a little bit. We're going to put the stream back up in a moment. But I'm going to go finish watching the Cup Series race, and then I want to come back out of the game for a little bit. So we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Be good, be safe, be kind of one of the most important factor of life. Thank you to everybody for being out there. Again, if you haven't done so, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitch. And continue to help us reach our goals. Which is to be healthy. That's my goal, is to be healthy. And the best part about that is to continue to do it. One final thought. I was watching somebody earlier, and I was just checking through social media, and some people were talking about small streamers and stuff like that. And I am a small streamer, folks. I mean, we have a good following, we have a good base, we have good people with us, right? But what I will say is that I do have a business, and I do have, full-time job. I have kids. I have a life. And I've gone through the point of expressing my my love of esports and racing and gaming with everybody. And if I could do this every day full-time, then I would. But in order to do that, I have to have success in the platform. So a lot of what you know me for is for calling racing, but join me for the personal streams. Sit down, have some conversations with me, and we'll enjoy ourselves and try to have some fun and cut up, and where I can unwind and let my hair down. You know what I mean? So all the good things. We love you. We appreciate you. I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Sunday Fun Day on Facebook and YouTube, Twitch. I'll see you in about an hour for the rest of the things. I want to check on what happened with the race and just try to catch up with everything and do all the things that we normally do. I'll see you soon. Peace.